As I look back on a chapter of my life from many years ago, a time when my then husband confessed his infidelity, I'm struck by the stark contrast between the person I was then and the woman I've become. In those days, my voice was merely an echo of the expectations that were placed on me by my upbringing and the norms that I'd internalised since childhood. If I could transport the strength and conviction I possess now back to that moment, the narrative would have been vastly different. The pain of betrayal would still have cut deep, but I would have shown my former husband the door without hesitation, protecting the sanctity of our home and the well-being of our youngest son. Back then, my voice was shaped by the expectation to accommodate, to submerge my own needs and values beneath the weight of societal expectations. I was devastated, yet when my ex-husband urged me to keep the revelation hushed until he'd spoken to our church pastor, I obediently followed his directive. It wasn't in my nature then to confront or to demand accountability. My voice wasn't my own. It echoed that of others, harmonising with the values I'd been taught. Looking back, I realised that my ex-husband's way of operating was to bury issues, hoping they would vanish with time. Reflecting on that situation now, it's clear that waiting for him to take the initiative was futile. I had to raise the issues myself and force his hand. My voice back then lacked the strength and self-assuredness it holds today. My younger self believed she had to play small in the idea that her voice held little value. And I owe her kindness and compassion because she simply didn't know any better. She hadn't been taught to stand up for herself, to assert her rights, or to speak her truth. The narrative prescribed submissiveness, quietness, and downplaying her values. Even if I had possessed my current strength, I might have still desired reconciliation, but with a condition: that my ex-husband would only be welcome back if he figured out why he strayed. I don't know why I did it wouldn't have sufficed. The imperative was for him to delve into his own way of thinking and understand the roots of his actions. In speaking up and eventually telling my husband I was leaving, I was stepping into my power for the first time. It was a leap into the unknown, a daunting journey into an uncertain future. Yet even with a shaky voice and uncertainty, I spoke the truth that was essential for my life. Now, with the benefit of hindsight, I see that every voice, no matter how small or wavering, is significant. Today I stand on a much larger platform, aware that there are countless women whose voices are stifled, who have been conditioned to play small. Whether our voices are soft or they resonate loudly, we can speak our truth. In shaping the world of the 21st century, we must recognise the value, validity and necessity of our voices. It's through these voices that we can bring about real change.